Ebusuya wako Baba channel semester say first time you Baba channel not subscribe and also subscribe to Sika TV. Now I share video now drop your comment and so about this episode. Sabi the eto abawie no nsem bebre and about to neti. Na a lot of dignitaries are paying courtesy call on President-elect John Dramani Mahama command congratulatory messages and afin so no one encouragement bia here fata bia no wode man. Na nam ka say the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan William other Action Chapel International no ekosra John Dramani Mahama President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. Na bro koye no ebusua or the same tugwa actually say following the victory of NDC in this year's elections, no, Ghanaians are expecting a lot of things to be done by this president-elect and his coming administration. As I say, campaign messages are what my Ghanaians need to know. Ghana for expect so baby brave. But you say to whom much is given, much is expected. Now when Archbishop Eko do hono, ninko mokitwi mu no the two gwa kire mu say Ghana for expectations now more from JDM new administration no ebeya anka monte wo so also ebeya anka monte wo so na mum mo fa yen pa ebo na komchi na yen bon pa infantile JDM ene new administration no echi because expectation no ko too much e bia na ntimi ankoba ne sa enti no yen bon pa mum infantile JDM ene cabinet ene nipo no bebu oman no echi yen bon pa time we echi na esusude anas expectation no be yanke yente usu kakra na yebeka ya JDM as ne manifesto no or will be your friend say first 120 days social contract with Ghanaians na sa first 120 days no ebusuya nsem bebre and ewum and na make say JDM at that same visitor Archbishop Osrano no so ko bakitwi mu ano o ka de tu gwa kire mu say sa first 120 days social contract with Ghanaians no enche bia se wonya so ni in pe obenobrity a special committee what is first 120 days task no ebe hye won sa na nwadi wudwuma atoto ho akwan nyina eno ti mesere se yenkotie nsem a Archbishop Erutu gwa no na no machi nso no yetie JDM eno so na ndi nsem a okafa the first 120 days committee obenobrity ho no eho.
Thank you, Mr. President. I believe that at the point the media will excuse us. So, but for now, we came with some few proposals to discuss as our guide. Most times when new president and government comes, there's a very high expectations that high expectation that everybody has, and so we know that expectations have to be managed because you are a vessel that has come. I mean, these things that people say you've come to save, you've come to rescue, they should be very careful of that because you are a vessel in the hands of God. So they should stop saying that and pray for you rather that God can use you to execute the mandate that the people of this country have entrusted into your hands. I know it's a difficult challenge. During the time you were in opposition, we were talking one time and you were saying that Mama Lodina, you and her were talking and it was like, what at all are you doing? You know, why are you standing for election with the kind of situation that we are facing and things are going through? But I think that was when you realized that it's a call and it's a mandate of God that you have to fulfill. And I remember that when we talked 2016, I had mentioned to you what I felt prophetically, that you have to leave. And at the right time, you come again. And 2020, we met again with Honorable Elvis in my office. And I said to you that, Mr. President, you are not coming now. You will come after 2020. So when 2020 ended, I was very confident, irrespective of whatever anybody said, that it was your time to come back to fulfill mandate and to finish your unfinished business. And I believe that by God's grace, who preserved you, kept you alive, and you didn't die, and you lived, and you are still here, will guide you, preserve you, and give you what it takes to move this nation according to his mandate to where he wants to take this nation to. And we want to pray and believe that at your term of office, that the narrative, the negative narratives that have plagued governments of this country will change during your term in office, and that we will see a new and a beautiful Ghana by the grace of God. In the book of Daniel, the 4th chapter and the 17th verse, the Bible says that all the living may know that the Most High rules in the affairs of men and give the kingdoms of men to whomsoever.
And we carefully selected the things that we thought were achievable in 120 days. And so we're going to work diligently to make sure that at the end of 120 days we're able to put a check on each of them. And so I'll soon inaugurate a committee that is focused on achieving the 120-day plan. And under it we have Operation Recover All the Loot. I'm happy you have expressed your support for it, because I do think that people must be held accountable. If you agree to accept the public trust, then you must account to the people who gave you that public trust. And so if we do this, it will make people think twice before they accept public office. I mean, if you live in your own private business, you can run it anyhow you want. That's your business. But if you come and the taxpayer puts you're put in an office which is paid with taxpayers' money, you must be prepared to account to the people for the trust that they have put in you. And so we want to raise accountability to another level. It's in our constitution that we shall uphold the principles of probity and accountability. And so it's a constitutional obligation for us to do that. As I said yesterday, this probably is our last chance to get things right, because if this administration does not lift the level, then, I mean, people really would look at other means of, being able to achieve what they think would make life better for them. And as I said, we're not immune to what is happening in other countries in our sub-region. And so we need to work as quickly as possible to bring back trust in our democracy. We know that democracy is the best system because it affords you the opportunity to do some of the things that have happened, hold elections, change governments. In unconstitutional governments, whether you like it or not, you live in it, and you cannot make a change if even things are not going very well. So there's a lot of work to do, and I think that in the space of agriculture and agribusiness, agro-processing, that's a new area the churches must begin to look at, because